Good morning, doctor. We're going to start our pollution presentation. First of all, we have two videos that we want you to see. The first one is the sound of the sea, and the second one is traffic noise. And we want to see how you react differently after hearing both. And this will begin our pollution presentation. Watching both videos, we can see how the reaction differs between both. The first one, which is the sound of the sea, is relaxing and makes people feel relaxed and happy, and the other one is the sound of traffic noise, and it makes people feel tense and annoyed. First, we're going to start by presenting noise pollution, which is one type of pollution that affects a lot of people psychologically. First, noise is defined as an unwanted sound, and it is measured by a unit called decibel. So if the sound is more than 85 to 90 decibel, it's considered a noise. It's considered annoying. Another thing is the effects of noise pollution. So there's various effects of noise pollution. However, they can be divided into three types: on an audiological level, on a biological level, and a psychological level. So of course we're going to focus on the psychological level. In some cases, noise leads to psychological symptoms, which are depression and fatigue, and sleep disturbance and insomnia, and of course being annoyed and feeling tense. And it can also affect our cognitive abilities and cause demotivation to work. So really there is various effects on us caused by noise, so it is really harmful. Now we're going to focus on noise and tension. Especially in industrial parts of our countries, industrial workers are exposed to a lot of noise, and this causes them to be very tense and aggressive, and it also makes them moody and anxious. And a lot of surveys have been done to prove this, and it was really proved that they suffer from sleepless nights and headaches most often. Next, we're going to focus on noise and cognition. In this part, I'm going to focus on children specifically, and the ones in primary school, because there was a lot of researches done on these children, and it was proved that children who were exposed to noise had less good scores in school than other ones. And the studies made were various, and one of them that was very important is the Bronzeft and McCarthy study, and it was a very well controlled one, and it proved that children who were exposed to noise were able to read 3 to 4 months after children who were normal, who were living in a quiet environment. Exposure to noise also affects our sleep schedule, so it disturbs our sleep proportion, and especially our REM sleep, which is the slow wave sleep. A number of studies have identified association between chronic exposure to aircraft noise and decreased motivation. And the results were not consistent, but in the Los Angeles airport study, children exposed to aircraft noise were less likely to be motivated to solve a puzzle. And in the Munich study, noise-exposed children also weren't motivated to solve the unsolved puzzle. There is a lot of ways to improve noise pollution, and one of them is to lessen the usage of machinery, and also we have to separate industrial parts of countries from residential parts, and we have to speak quietly and respectfully, and finally silence is pure, so we have to appreciate it.
Visual pollution is any unpleasant scene that impairs one's ability to enjoy a view. There are many studies that has concluded that people exposed to natural scenes are generally healthier than people exposed to urban scenes. I am going to talk about some of these studies which compares the psychological and social effects of natural views versus urban views. One of these studies compares people in residence surrounded by natural scenes and people in residence surrounded by urban scenes. People in residence surrounded by natural views have patience, high enthusiasm, and life satisfaction as well as overall health. They have positive influence on psychophysiological state and particularly positive influence on emotional state. They also have small aggressive behavior, few crimes reported to the police, and low mental fatigue. Also, they are more likely to be able to deal with the major issues of their lives. They feel hopeful and less helpless about the issue facing them than people in areas without greenery. People living in an industrial neighborhood have anxiety, frustration, weak social ties, low sense of safety and adjustment.